Hello. It's 10:32 at night on a Saturday. Yeah, today's a Saturday. I just went to a art gallery thing tonight, and it was pretty darn fun. There was a lot of super cool stuff, a lot of weird stuff because it's art. But it was cool. I invited some friends to go to it, but they didn't show up, and I hadn't really expected them to, which was, I don't know, that's probably a weird thing. I probably shouldn't invite someone to go if I don't expect them to go, but it never hurts to ask, whatever. So I rode the bus like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get there, and then I got out and started wandering around, and it was one of those really open air type things. Like there was a lot of open space, and it was kind of confusing as to like where you could go because everything was so just like right there. But that's part of what made it super cool. So I'm just wandering around, checking out all these really sweet art things, and there's stuff that people painted, pictures that they took, random like sculpture things just built out of little tin and wire. There was like what was there? There was a bunch of blacksmiths actually, and I grabbed a bunch of their business cards, and I mean they had some pretty cool stuff. This one guy made some chainmail, right? And I was like, oh yeah, cool, chainmail, whatever. And then I look down the line a little bit and see this really thick, like this thick string of chainmail. I'm like, what? And it was super cool because it was made out of jump rings that were like this big and like this thick, and it was crazy. Apparently this dude had like melted down iron and then like wound it around a rod or something. I don't know. Super cool. But I wandered around there for about an hour and a half, and I was completely alone. And people started to like show up, and it started to get really crowded. And I had pretty much seen everything there, and I did want to just check around and contemplate a bit more, but it seemed I couldn't. There was something in the air that was just like, nah, you can't do that, because everybody was being, I don't know, everyone was just doing their thing, and it was a really social event. And I mean, I was alone, and I had already seen everything, so I felt like I had done everything. So I always have that issue, is that I just want to leave things really early, and I never know why. But it was just weird because a lot of the people had a lot of art that reflected what they had and what they wanted, but seeing the way that other people looked at the art and treated it was just kind of weird, because I don't know, it's like they didn't, I don't know, I'm being weird. But there was this one really cool thing that I'm going to talk about, then I'm going to go to sleep. Freaking one of the blacksmiths was this big old guy, like 6 foot something. He had a beard. I didn't hear him say a word in the 20 minutes that I was there. But he was just working. He was just working hard. And you went a little to the side of him, and there was his wife there, and she was selling all this stuff that he and she had made, I'm assuming. I don't know if she had made any of it, but yeah. So all this really cool stuff, and she was beautiful for one, and she was just smiling and happy and like saying hi to all these people and like recognizing old friends. She's like, what's up, guys? And that was just really cool. And I just was sitting there, was like checking out the blacksmithing stuff, and this lady I just fell in love with her because she was so happy just being there, doing their thing, like supporting her husband. And I don't know if she like loved blacksmithing or if she just really enjoyed talking to people or selling things, but she just seemed genuinely happy to be there and to be helping and be with him. And it just really stuck with me. Like I was sitting there, I was like, oh dang, like she's stoked, dude. What the heck? And I don't know, it was just really nice to see that in somebody, and I just saw that part of her that I want to be in my wife, is that she's just really happy and like content, I guess, or just joyful whenever she's just hanging out and doing whatever, as long as it's like, I don't know. She just seemed, I could tell, okay? I could tell. I don't know, maybe it wasn't. Maybe I was just making this up because I'm crazy and I just wanted to steal this woman, but she just seemed really happy just because she was helping out her hubby. And I want that in my wife. I want that. So then after that, after I went out and saw some old people whacking on drums and like singing spoken poetry that didn't rhyme at all, whatever, I just rode the bus for another hour and a half back home, which was fun, I guess. And I finished reading this book, and I read The Great Gatsby yesterday, so I mean, I feel like I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. It feels really nice to read something like this, and especially this book. It's straight up scary, which is nice, because it makes me think. So, I'm going to go to bed, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you think about something, and I hope you see someone or something that you want to not get, but that you want to have in your life at some point. If that made sense. Alright. Good night, guys.